Tuesdays. What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time every single weekday. More best bets for the night in sports, and we just got done with another great episode of the Early Wedge. Breaking down the Mexico Open this week. If you didn't watch it live, you still have time. About 36 hours before the event starts on Thursday. By the way, I'll be calling the main feed on PGA Tour Live on ESPN+, so tune in for that. Hopefully you guys enjoy. But today is the start of our week. We do everything differently than anybody else. We start on Tuesday. So on Tuesdays, you saw the morning show. I had all the stars out. Now in the afternoon, let's bring them in right now. You know them. You love them. Frick and Frack and the Breadmen are here. These are three of my absolute favorites. Gentlemen, how was our week? I know it's Tuesday, but was the weekend good for you, Jaime?
Coach, it was a good weekend. I got some golf in, and I won some money on that boxing fight, and actually hit a 3-leg parlay, which was pretty hyped about. That's always fun.
Nice. So you won on Gervonta Davis. I was also at a fight on Friday. Misfits Boxing. You guys probably saw Nate Diaz gotten all those fights all over the place. Yeah, I was there. Was
that against Le'Veon Bell? Wasn't he in there?
He was in the main event. He actually won. Not bad. Not bad. So I'm calling the fights. I'm kind of like an executive, a power figure. I'm putting the fights together. So I've got a big role with a guy named KSI. He's a big deal over in London. I'm going worldwide, boys. I hope you come with me.
But you've always been worldwide.
Yeah. Truer words have never been spoken. So, let's get locked in right here.
Now, Coach, let me say, I want to give an air out the grievances here on a Tuesday.
Okay.
So I hate when you on the morning show when it shows the recap screen and I have more X's than checks.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, it's really annoying because last night I had Mike Trout to get 2 total bases. He had 6 at bats, 6,
okay.
and only got 1 hit.
Yeah.
Kyle Connor, and he needed 4 shots on goal. He had 3, and he had the puck next to the net with 10 seconds left, and he fired it off the side of the net, and I lost. And that's why I had 2 X's. So I'm still angry today.
So who are you? I thought you were angry at me for some reason.
No.
You're just angry. You're just angry.
I'm just angry. I should have been 3-0. I should have been 3-0.
That's why they call it gambling. Come on, man.
Terrible.
Thank you.
Yes, angry.
You know what? In all seriousness, do you know who actually cares that you're angry about this?
Nobody.
That's right. Nobody cares that you're angry about this. So stop ruining my flow. That was 6 hours ago.
Fair. Never going to happen, though. I'll always ruin your flow.
Oh, my God. I don't know why I like it, but for some deranged reason, I do. Specty, can you get us started, please, if you don't mind?
Of course. I'll always get you back on track. Your, C-level talent over here, as you said in the beginning, is ready to roll. And we're going Mike Conley over 13.5 points at -119. Look, in the play-in and playoff games, 6 games, he's averaged 15 points per game. He's gone over 4 of the 6 games. With Anthony Edwards playing so well, I think the Denver Nuggets are going to pull a little bit more towards him, freeing up Conley to score. Plus, Kyle Anderson is out, and that's going to give Conley and Edwards some more time where Kyle Anderson plays that kind of point forward role. It's going to give him a few more touches. All of that together gives us our SportsLine AI prediction of 17.3 points for Conley. The Timberwolves are just better when he's a scoring threat. That's why we're on the over tonight.
No, our lead data scientist, the speculator. If you're new to N5, the man, he's just smarter than you are. So just deal with it. All right? Now, I tried to figure out who would get to go in the maestro spot today as I kind of laid out the show, my award-winning producing, as always. And I feel like I deserve to go last because I won my pick yesterday. I had a green check mark. And guess what, EC? I had this many X's next to my name. So I was not pissed off this morning. So I'm going to have you sit there for a second and you stew on that while I come over to the delivery man. And Jaime, you've been doing an amazing – by the way, can I tell you how good of a job you're doing on SportsLine, running it for all of us? You're doing an amazing job. Keep
Thanks,
it going.
Coach.
But I need a winner now. I need a winner. This is kind of like – that's your day job, but this is your real job. What do you like today?
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate that. I'm going to take a page out of Specty's book, and I'm just going to go with one pick today. I like Rudy Gobert to go over 13.5 points. He's hit that in 3 or 4 games against Denver, and he hits it 60% of the time pretty much the last 30 games. So I like him to take care of business tonight. I think the Nuggets are gonna, they might play him a little, light, and just this might be over early, and Gobert goes over that number. And a little bit of cold streak, so I'm hoping Rudy comes through for us. Unfortunately, Brooke Lopez isn't playing tonight, but
what a shame.
Rudy's gonna deliver that bread.
What did Brooke have? Didn't Brooke have
33
last night? Right?
Yeah. I almost played him. I literally was like, Brooke Lopez, but he'd struggled the last couple games, and I was like, the data says, and I was like, I gotta trust him.
Gone back and forth.
Do you actually argue with the data, Specty? Do you sit there and you argue with the numbers?
That's one of the toughest things for me because I watch a lot of the sports too, and we try to cover everything with data, but there's just some things that data can't explain. Yeah. And sometimes you're seeing things, and that's why we have the experts like you, right? I agree. We come on and we say, hey, I am seeing something that the data is not really saying. And so sometimes that's the difficult part for me. But yeah, so that's the argument I deal with.
It's like EC's haircut. The data cannot explain it. I don't know what
is it a fresh haircut? Is it 2 weeks old? We don't know.
You don't know.
Is it a new undershirt or did he wear it yesterday? I don't know. By the way, Jaime, I'm very conflicted with your pick because I voted the other day Rudy Gobert is my most annoying player in the NBA. The way he walks around with his mouth wide open. Oh, what did I do? And then somehow gets a double-double, 15 and 13. Drives me bananas. But if he cashes tonight, I will retract that for an evening.
For one evening.
All right. So my man Specty, my man Jaime, they come through with one pick, fire picks. But as always, EC, not one, not two. 3 big picks today. So, EC, please, the flow is yours. What do you got?
Well, thank you, Coach. While Speculator usually argues with the data, I argue with myself on a constant basis, but not tonight because I love the picks that I have. And you know why I love the picks that I have? Because not only does the Speculator like it, not only does the Breadman like my NBA pick, but the Maestro has it as well on the site. Marcus Smart over. Now, I'm doing 22.5 PRA at plus 100. It's 21.5 in a lot of places. So I think this line is wrong. Something's going on in the books here. Are they trying to steal our money or what? Because Smart has obliterated this in the playoffs as far, gone 25, 25, 35, and 27 in this series. That's way over 22.5 the last time I checked. So he's 14-7 over this number in last year's playoffs. He's averaging this year 17, 5, and 6, also way over this number. He's had double-digit points in 11 of his last 12. I mean, no DeJounte Murray to play maybe some defense on him. He should go for 15, 5, and 5. That's what I'm thinking as a minimum tonight. The fact that we're all in agreement, though, makes me feel so good about this one. Like, I would unload my account on this if it wasn't so fishy by the books. But I'm going to roll with that one. Yeah, let's hope so. So let's go Marcus Smart over 22.5 PRA. All right. In hockey, I've been giving out a pick every night. We came close last night, as I told you, close. So Evan Bouchard is the quarterback of the Edmonton Oilers power play. It was over half a point. So just to get on the board is minus 128. You can get that at FanDuel. So he has 2 goals and 5 assists in this series. He's had at least 1 point in each game. He has 1 or more points in 9 of his last 10 games overall. So 6 of the 7 points on this series are on the power play. Edmonton's power play is unbelievable. They're going to obviously LA's going to commit a few penalties tonight, you would think. So this guy's going to get his chances. Bouchard is also tied for the lead in points by defensemen in the playoffs. I think he hits this. It's a lot of juice for somebody who usually doesn't like to play a lot of juice, but I'm going to roll with it. Evan Bouchard over half a point. And then speaking of juice, Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, minus 145. I'll be honest, it kind of pains me to lay minus 145 for anything. You know me, I like parlays. That's why, by the way, don't tell Coach if he's not listening to me right now. I'm parlaying all 3 of these together, but don't in my personal bets, but don't tell him. Anyways, Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs, minus 145. 3 for 6 lifetime against Josiah Gray with a double and a home run. Righties, it's kind of a reverse split thing going on. They're hitting .333 against Gray. He's given up 3 homers and 48 at-bats against righties. In 2 starts against the Mets last year, the guy got obliterated, 10 earned runs and 14 hits in 9 innings pitched. So the other thing is the Mets have only played 6 home games this year, and Alonso's hit this in 5 of them. Let's cash all 3. Let's hit the parlay. Let's make some bank tonight. Let's get that bread, right, Jamie?
Let's get it.
Well, the chat was lighting up as you were delivering that soliloquy. However, Big Cheesy, who normally has your back, does not today. In fact, Rick said, hey, EC, Cheesy is hating on your picks today.
Ooh.
So, I don't know. You've got your people. And then somebody says, I believe that EC should have an elbow pad to throw right before he makes his pick because he is the people's capper, ode to The Rock and the way he used to do it. Can you tell me how many people's elbows I took in my career, EC?
Over under 16.
I think you dropped this recently. I think you said 12.
Boom! 12! That's
wow.
Exactly the right number. I don't even remember saying that, to be honest, but it was 12. It was, I can't believe you got that. It was 12 people's elbows. And because I kept saying, every time I took a finish, I would keep track of it. I took nine rock bottoms.
What was the most painful finish that you went up against?
The most painful finish. The scariest was Goldberg because he would his where he'd take you straight up in the air and then do the slam like that. So you're up there and he's spinning around and you're just hoping that all of your limbs move. The F5 hurt too. And then last night somebody sent me, if you go to look at my story, Big Vis, he's 500 pounds, put me on his shoulders and slammed me backwards. So 500 pounds on top of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful specimen. That hurt. So
how are you still standing?
I'm not. I'm sitting down to do this show. What do you mean? All right. I got 2 plays. Then we're going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go overs in every game but the Celtics game. Why? Timberwolves Nuggets. I think every game in this series has gone over. And when you get to a game where there's not a lot of pressure, it's 3-1, Timberwolves aren't expecting to come back and win. They're just going to be playing free-flowing. I take you back to the last day of the regular season. Almost every game went to the over because there was no pressure. There's no pressure tonight. That means the offensive flow. So we'll go over 220.5. Then Clippers and the Suns, no Kawhi Leonard. This will be over. And this will be a high-scoring game over 224. And I feel very, very confident in my picks. And I mean very confident in my picks. Very.
If you're that confident, hey, I'll do something that's a little bit different. I'll take $50 each way to go under on both of your picks. So we'll split the 100.
You want 2 showdowns, but for one price.
Yeah.
So you're going to have under 220.5, under 224.
Yeah. And then if we split, then no money's exchanged. And when both unders hit, you'll owe me another $100 that goes towards my Suns Warriors playoff fund.
Spector, what do you think?
I mean, the model has over on one game and under on the other. So you're
no help. Jamie,
no help whatsoever.
You're no help. Just sit there. Jamie, your thoughts.
I mean, I think after last week, you can't back down.
I'm not going to back down.
Okay, look, both of you didn't help at all. Coach, showdown his ass. Let's go.
So we're not doing $50. Who are you talking to? $50.
We're doing. You want
full units on both for both games tonight when they sail to the over, and you send me $200. If you don't want to do that, tell us right here, right now.
AB, hit the music.
It's gonna be a showdown. It's gonna be a showdown.
Two times. Just sucked them in.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to feel so nice today. I'm just going to kick back on this nice little couch over here because PGA Tour gets, you see, I'm in a suite right here.
Yeah.
AC. If you were here, you'd be the smallest room in the hotel. I get the same room. When I walk in, they say, Mr. Coachman, we have your room ready for you. Same room every time I show up. And so tonight, no, go ahead.
No, you know what's going to be nice? That after you pay me both showdowns tonight, on top of what you and Jamie paid me last week, I'll actually be able to afford one of those suites at that hotel when I come out and visit.
I love that you bring up like the one win, like a week ago. See, I look forward. I'm always looking forward. You're always stuck in the past.
Yes, I am.
Like
Darn right.
It was a miraculous win. I will say that.
It was.
Berg said, put your undershirt where your mouth is.
You don't want to know.
You guys in the chat are amazing. You guys are absolutely Amazing. This show would not be the same without all of you. I'm telling you that right now. So with all that being said, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of AB on the ones and the twos. You knew AB was not going to stand for all that waffling back and forth. EC, 3 big plays. Evan Bouchard over half a point, minus 28 on the ice. Marcus Smart on the court, over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then on the diamond, Pete Alonso. Let's go over one. Just hit a home run. Let's just cash this, minus 145. Then the speculator. You got to listen to all the data. You got to listen. The man's a genius. Mike Conley over 13.5 points, minus 119. He's been very, very aggressive for Minnesota. Then I've got 2 plays. We're going to sail to the over, and I'm going to crush EC in the process. Timberwolves Nuggets over 220.5. Clippers Suns over 224. And then the bread man, Jaime, Rudy Gobert over 13.5 points, minus 115. I encourage you to go and watch the early wedge as we break down the Mexico Open with Sia and Patrick McDonald. And, of course, we'll be back live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And then I want you to imagine, I want you to visualize EC, as he just said, pissed off when there's all those X's next to his name. Just visualize that. And that'll start your morning off well. At least it will for me. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these in-5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, level, EC, the speculator, my man Jaime, the delivery man, every single time. Little cold streak, it ends tonight. I am simply the coach, trying to keep the train on the tracks, and all the hard work behind the scenes is done by AB. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about at the early edge, where sometimes, yes, just sometimes, we do it in 5. Good luck.